right here on SPRLIVE FM.
Greetings and salutations, lovely people.
Blessings, blessings upon blessings. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. We welcome you, our listeners. We welcome you to our show. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Radical Riddimz with Princess Playa and
Animated and not duplicated, BRR. I just forgot to spell my name. Benji, Brotha Benji. What did I say?
BRR? I was like,
I got tongue tied.
What are we spelling?
I'm trying to spell my name and I got tongue tied there. Whoops. Yes.
We're here with another Sunday where we're playing some nice Caribbean and Afro tracks, Afrobeats.
Righteous reggae and sanctified soca.
And doing it with dancehall and soca and just, you said soca already, ska. We're just playing all the Caribbean vibes with select artists that Brotha Benji has on the ones and twos today. So.
Yes, I want to say a shout out to some more people, for a few people before I start the show. Birthday people, our good friend Carrie Chambers. Archer, sorry, I'm calling by her maiden name, but she's still married. She's a Chambers family, cousin of the family. And who else? Lieutenant Stitchy, big up yourself. Happy birthday, sir.
It's his birthday today?
No, his birthday is a few days ago in October, but I'm shouting out the October people. And then next 3 weeks from now, the Big Brother is celebrating his birthday. We're talking about the Big Brother, Claremont Humphrey. So, without further ado, we're going to give you some good music. Here is Sterling Roberts with Most High on Radical Riddimz.
Alrighty.
Psalm 29 verse 2 say, ascribe all of the glory to God. Give him. Na 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 na. There we go. Hey, hey. Na 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 na. Brother, they said that your kingdom is coming. They don't know you're already here. Stand in the distance, they don't know you're already there. My kingdom's established, Lord. In presence and power, your glory surrounds. That heaven declares and creation resounds. Glory to the Most High, glory to the Most High, glory to the Most High, glory to the Most High. If earth and the waves can obey your decree, Lord, we proclaim your majesty. Oh, yeah. So Lord, let your kingdom come in, 'cause we know you're already here. Hey, you're right here. We don't think you're standing in the distance, but we know you're already there. My kingdom's established, oh Lord. In presence and power, your glory surrounds. That heaven declares and creation resounds. That presence and power, your glory resounds, yeah. That heaven declares creation resounds. Glory to them. We give the glory to the glory to the glory to the. If earth and the waves can obey your decree, Lord, we proclaim your majesty. This is all for you, Lord. Oh, glory, glory, give him. Glory, glory, give him. Glory, glory, give him. Glory, glory, give him. Yeah, the earth and the waves can obey your decree. ascribe all the glory. We give you all the glory. We give you all the glory. If earth and the waves can obey your decree, God, we will shout out to His He. He is. Hey.
attention, strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds. It's the hottest in the world, and you've got it.
Yes, it's the hottest in the world, and you've got it.
Strap up yourself. Strap up.
Yes, Radical Riddimz with Princess Playa and
Brotha Benji.
Brotha Benji.
I was focusing on this explosion.
You're listening to Radical Riddimz on SPRLIVE FM.
Communicating the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yes, and we welcome our listeners on the radio and our viewers on YouTube today.
YouTube.
Live and direct.
In the big city.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
All right, so what we're going to tell these lovely people. Okay, so you just heard some lovely hymns so far. We gave you Osmond Collins from UK, United Kingdom, England. Oh my goodness, I've glasses.
Tashai Houston.
Thank you. I'm trying to say. I'm saying I forgot the eyes at the end, so I was going to say Tasha Houston. Tashai Houston with "Hear These Praises," and of course we gave you Sister Twain, whose last name I could not pronounce.
Adekale.
Thank you, Adekale, and she gave us "Addictive Love" with "Time to Admit It," and I can't. There's no doubt about it. So
I'm so addicted.
Still addicted. Not to chocolate, not to sweet bread, not to popcorn, but to Jesus. Yes, addictive love. And we started off the show with a man who we have had an interview with on past shows, with the Praise Life Morning Show, right? Mm-hmm. Am I correct? Yes. Mm-hmm. Sterling Roberts, and it sounds like an uncle's name. The last time we played him, and he's good. I'm gonna call him Uncle Sterling. Uncle Sterling Roberts.
Don't do that, because I don't think he's that old.
I know.
Don't do that.
I just give the man respect. It's just a respect thing, you know. So
yes,
in saying that, you know, if you don't know what Radical Riddimz is all about, like we say, we give you the righteous reggae, the sanctified soca. Princess Playa loves our Riddimz dancehall.
No.
Oh, we both.
I like all of it.
She likes all, and the sanctified soca, and the afrobeats, and the scuff of Jesus, and most of all, we do have a session that we do talk about sports and current events. We like to keep it 100.
But just have commentary. That's all.
Just commentary.
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
So the big news that came out this week, and I think it was Thursday or Friday.
What was the big news?
I think it was Thursday or Friday. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has
number 45?
Tested positive for COVID-19, the coronavirus, and well, okay, when it came out. It came out kind of overnight because people woke up to hearing this news. So I was listening to the Praise Life Morning Show, Claremont Humphrey, that comes on Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And he announced it, and he got a lot of people messaging him and, you know, saying, you know, a good film, you know, good, you know, serve him right, a good, you know, all those things. And he was like, oh my gosh, you guys can't be like that. We can't be like that as Christians. And himself and DJ Analyst had 2 separate conversations. It was that hot of a topic that DJ Analyst called in and discussed it with him. I will say this, because, okay, so I posted on my what do you call it, my Facebook, and somebody had commented and said that they don't believe it. They don't think it's real. And I said, I didn't think about that. And then I start seeing that start to come about. And even on the Praise Life Morning Show, somebody had messaged Claremont and said that they don't believe that it's real. They think he's faking it. The twist to this is apparently on September 18th, there was a, I can't even say if it's a man or woman. It was just a Twitter account. There was a post put out, and this person had put it out because he thought, in his mind, he said that what he was thinking was, what would somebody do if they had a failing reality show? What would they do? And so his tweet said, Donald Trump fakes positive COVID test. Biden, something about Biden is removed from the screen, and Trump, 2 weeks later, Trump is healed by hydrochloroquine that whole something that he said that he can take and it can cure COVID-19. So a lot of people ran with that tweet. They're like, what? I can't believe this man did this man prophesy. But the thing is not, I don't believe the person is a Christian. He just wrote that as a answer to his question. What would somebody do with a failing reality show? Because that's what people call Donald Trump's presidency, a reality show. It's like just a reality show because it's not real. Like this man does things that this can't be real life. So yeah, it's interesting that he put that out there, and 2 weeks later, basically, it becomes true. that Donald Trump tests positive. The only thing is, okay, is it fake or isn't it? What do you think, Benji? You think it's fake?
No comment. I refuse to comment on this one. I can't.
You refuse to comment? Why?
Yes, I'm not even going to touch
You're
this
on a radio show, man. What's your... Do you think it's fake or not? Yes?
I really don't know what to say.
Okay.
It's unpredictable what to say or what's going on right now. It is. I can't say if it's fake.
No, what do you feel? It's fake or if it's real? Like, what did you think when you heard it? What went through your mind when you first heard that he had COVID?
I was like, wow. That was my expression.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
There's a twist.
There's a yeah, of course, one pinch of it, yes, but I can't really say I can't say he's faking it or he has it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I just don't know what first of all, you can't play with COVID-19. You can't.
Right.
Because we've seen what happened to that basketball player who did that mock thing and
ended up with it.
And next thing you know.
Yeah.
So there's a saying, you play with fire, you get burned. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Because because he has made comments and he has said things that kind of, he kind of playing with it, and not really taking it seriously.
Well, let's see, in the presidential candidate, when he had with Mr. Biden, he was making fun of Biden, saying, "Oh, everywhere you're going, you're wearing a mask, you're wearing this, everywhere you go."
He was saying that in the debate?
In the debate, yeah. Everywhere you go, Joe, you could be 200 feet away from me. And there's clips
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's proud, he's pompous that he says he doesn't have to wear a mask. So
yeah, I've seen that, and even in his way of handling this whole pandemic, and looking at their numbers, it's like, whoa, At first he didn't care, but then he started to pull back and say, okay, you know what, we need to close this, and certain things, comments that he's made, it's kind of ridiculous. So I mean, this is what happens when you act carelessly. You end up with COVID-19. So he's tested positive, and some memes came out, and of course the memes are going to come out, and people have said that's the only positive thing that has come out of this presidency. And I was like,
wow, the last meme I seen is when he was drinking a bottle of Clorox bleach.
Yes, and Dettol. I've seen one where he had a straw in the bottle of Dettol and drinking it.
But I could say this, so we must not wish bad on the man. Although that one let's just make this Christ-centered view. Let's just don't wish ill on the man, because this could be your uncle, your father, your grandfather. But I wouldn't
never say that I hope he dies.
No.
I wouldn't say a good or anything like that. Like in this situation, I'd be like, well, you reap what you sow. Sometimes you reap what you sow.
You can say that. I agree with that notion.
I'm like,
but you're not gonna say,
if you can't listen, you must feel.
Yeah.
That way, you can't be sympathetic. Okay, you're gonna go through it, and that's basically what I believe is happening with him if he has it. School is still out on that because apparently I just saw a headline. I'll go to the headline. I have it somewhere here. I've been clicking all over the doggone place, but they were talking about him going back to work as early as Monday.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he has improved in his progress,
right? That they could see him going back into the White House on Monday. In the White House on Monday.
I think you need to go far as possible from your people and quarantine
what?
on the island by yourself.
Yeah, right. I thought quarantine meant like you're away from everybody and people just leave what they need to leave at the door. You open the door, pick it up, close back the door.
Just go to your Air Force One and go fur.
Oh my gosh.
Go to the left tree and
right. And when people hear that it was CBC that I saw report that it was CBC, That is the Canadian, reputable Canadian news station.
Like CNN.
Yeah.
The Canadian CNN.
More like NBC and CBS.
Okay.
But yes, they reported that. And so that's why people are now going to say even more that he's faking this thing. How can he come back into it's not even a week yet. They announced that he has COVID. Then talk about his blood pressure at drop. And now, he could be back into the White House on Monday.
But you know the sad thing about it? He's getting out of spotlight. What happened to his wife? His wife has COVID-19. Then we did not mention about
because he's the president. The president always gets a spotlight.
That's
a reg.
He had the spotlight before he was president. So take the spotlight off and put it on the wife, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, he's Donald Trump. He's a celeb as well. But the president, no matter what, is going to have the spotlight. No matter who it is, the president has a spotlight. Because if something happens to the president, that's a serious thing. If the president dies or becomes incapacitated, then they have to find somebody else. So that's why it's big news. The president is a big deal. If you want to look for Melania, you'll find that news. But it's saturated with Donald Trump right now. That's the thing. But that's how it is. That's just how it is. He's the president of the United States.
That's the media for you, baby.
No, but he's the president of the United States. You want to know what's going on with the POTUS, as they call him now. Anyways, let's lick some music and rhythms.
We are going to give Uncle Aubrey, who's listening to the sound of my voice, some Afro beats. Because I know right now he's ready for the Afro beats. We're going to give you a song that was selected by Princess Playa earlier when I was doing my playlist. She wanted me to play Eben Holy Ginger. So here's Holy Ginger, Eben.
Shake back, look how they do the shake back. Oh yeah, that's more. Shake back, look how they do the shake back. Lord, you give me peace every day. Lord, you make me dance every day. Like non-stop, like non-stop. Baba, just like that, you do they blow my mind. I overflow right now. Your blessings stay for it. Your blessings stay for it. You took the worries away. I follow you all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. I've never seen no one like you. The beginning and the end. You're the only one for me, and I will never let you go. Center, God is forever sing for you. Nothing you cannot do. Baba, you wonderful. He gonna be there for you. He's taking the worries away. I follow you all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. I've never seen no one like you. The beginning and the end. You're the only one for me. But I will never let you go. You make me feel. Your spirit giving me direction. I worship you like day and night. I sing for you, I sing for you. Everything I give to you, I give to you. My heart and soul belong to you, belong to you. G-O-V, Bella. G-O-V, Bella. All power bow before you. Every tongue confess you are God. Oh, G-O-V, Bella. G-O-V, Bella. All power shake body. Like how they do the shake body. Oh yeah, that's for me. Shake body. Like how they do the shake body.
You are the beginning.
You butter my bread, oh. You sugar my tea. You pump on my tire. You bless me, never, never, for all the so things you do for me. Oh, for all the so things you do for me. Hold it. When I catch your blessings, so I name them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I cannot count them all, no, Baba. Hey, I cannot count them all.
Station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Give him praise, give him praise. Yes, we gave you Uche Agula Kialabula, which means we want to thank you, Lord. And we give you Ose's voice, you are worthy. Eben Holy Ginger. And that is going out to Uncle Abi, who loves Afrobeats more than me.
He loves it more than you?
Yeah, he does, man.
Well, you're listening to Radical Riddimz on this Sunday afternoon.
October.
Yes, it's October already.
You know
2 more months until the year is over.
Oh, wow. You're going to go that far? You're going to make it so... Let's enjoy October first.
The year has gone by so quickly. Like, it's October already. So, yeah, we only have 2 more months until the year is over.
I'm enjoying October right now.
Okay, you can enjoy October.
Taking it one day at a time.
I don't enjoy October because it's the beginning of the cold. I never enjoy October.
No. November is cold.
Okay.
That is. I don't like cold either, but I think
October is the beginning of the cold. It means the end. It's like once October is here, that means summer is officially really, really done. At least with September, you still have like
when Labor Day is done for me,
summer, some heat and whatnot. Heat spurts here and there. Like was it last weekend? Was it last weekend? I believe was nice. Surprisingly nice. I think it was last Saturday. But after that, once October hits, very seldom you get like a summer feel. Thanksgiving's coming up.
That is it. Give God thanks.
Next weekend coming up is Canadian Thanksgiving. I know some American listeners are probably like, Thanksgiving's in November.
25.
No, our Thanksgiving is the second Monday of October. That's Canadian Thanksgiving, and it truly is Thanksgiving.
Have jerk turkey and jerk chicken and rice and peas.
Yeah, and it's kind of a controversial holiday because Thanksgiving in the States and Thanksgiving here is a little bit different, although there's some people still comparing the two because there might be some truth. Well, the Canadian Thanksgiving is all about the harvest of you know, the pumpkin and the different vegetables and crop that come up. It's a Thanksgiving for the crop that has come up this year. The American Thanksgiving centers around the pilgrims that came to America and established themselves, and there's controversy because they came to America and established themselves, that meaning that they dealt with the indigenous poorly. So that comes hand in hand. So there was genocide that happened. There was, they took advantage of them, killed them off, all kinds of stuff with the indigenous during that time. And it was like a Thanksgiving that we are here now. Thanksgiving, apparently, the history of American Thanksgiving is that it was on different days. They solidified it being on Thursday. Within this, well, I can't say within this era.
We know
in the last 100 years. Within the last 100 years. Canadian Thanksgiving now. You know what? Let's look up Canadian Thanksgiving. What do you think about Canadian Thanksgiving? What do you know about it?
Who, me?
Yes.
All I know
You're the only one here.
Who, me? Who, me? And, is there anybody else can answer for me? Okay. All I know, it's on the second Monday, like you said, on October. I'm not going to go into the Google version or the Siri version or ask Apple 101. What is Thanksgiving Canadian? What does it mean?
The Google version?
Yeah. Ask
you
Google.
Mean what the history is?
Yes. Like
Google version.
Yeah, Google.
Okay,
What's the
let me
history
talk about Thanksgiving here, since I have it on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is my best friend. It's just, listen, all people who go to Google and then your second thing is Wikipedia it. Because it used to be Google it, Wikipedia it. Wikipedia is only a guideline. It's not always the truth. It is a guideline. So sometimes even with it, you still have to use Google. Other means of research and places to get your information. But it says that it has been celebrated in Canada since November 6, 1879, with the date varied by year and was not fixed. It was commonly the third Monday in October, which is interesting.
Wow.
1957, January 31st, 1957, the Governor General of Canada, Vincent Massey. Oh, guess that's why they call it Massey Hall, downtown Toronto?
That is
Maybe
correct.
That's named after him?
That's correct.
So he proclaimed a day of general thanksgiving to Almighty God for the bountiful harvest with which Canada has been blessed, to be observed on the second Monday in October. So let me quickly go to the history of Thanksgiving. So, you know what I'm going to do? I am actually going to go through this while we play the music. And then I'm going to come back. Yeah, go ahead.
It was here on Google.
Yes, go ahead.
Thanksgiving started as a religious holiday in Canada before it's now just a time of eating and relaxing with good food with your family.
And that is your sources where?
Google. Not Wikipedia.
Google. That's too much of a broad source.
Google's
no.
Has questions
Google is where though? Where is Google pulling that from? Because Google has its source.
They're saying what is the difference between?
No, but there is a source at the bottom of it.
Oh,
exactly.
Insider.com.
An insider got it from somewhere else.
But you're telling people that Wikipedia is not really accurate.
No, I said it's not. I said you have to go other places. Yes, but not to Insider. Like, so not that.
That's a source.
No. You have to know where to go to read. Like, I'm talking encyclopedia. I'm talking these kind of things. Like things that have history.
We're in 2020. We don't have encyclopedia anymore. Like back in the days when we were
Of course you do. It's online.
That's what I'm saying. You go online. That's what I was ready to say to you.
Hold on a second. You just said we don't have an encyclopedia anymore.
Yeah, the books.
I'm not talking about the books. I said go into encyclopedia. That's yeah. So whether it be the book or online, you look at the encyclopedia or other sources that are based on history. That's what I mean. Not like a magazine or something like that. You look because the magazine got it from another source. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, Let's play the music.
Remember,
I'm going to look at this.
You brought this up. Just remember, you brought up the debate about the Thanksgiving.
I didn't bring up a debate.
But you want to have a debate about
Benji, sometime I don't know. I'm not having a debate. I'm looking up the information. Come, let's play the music. I'll come back with more information about the history of Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. There's lots of it here, and I'm going to read it through so that I can give you the synopsis when we come back. Let's hear, what were we going to hear from Stitchy?
Yes,
Stitchy from his new album, Masterclass.
Finish. Keep on going.
I'm just saying, from his new album, Masterclass.
Like an arrow.
There you go.
There you go. And Radical Riddimz.
Yes.
I've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly, but none of that no worry me. Stitch it. Can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Nah, turn back. Them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Okay. Can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Nah, turn back. Them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Okay. Turn up and judge all me pause while me don't pick up me cross. And in the future me gone and you still lost. Wrong guys I never me bars. It never did matter the cause. Puffing smooth like a chimney stitching a smoke brush. You remember me when we boy. Me never did a rich and a toy. I took to school and I wind up driving my own car. Every day me dress up in rag. Me never have a shoes to go brag. And a girl ever want me. Them treat me like waste bag. No they can look at me now. When some of them ask me your house. Salvation beautify me. Some of them see me in a ball out. Some of them can't believe a true. And them say Stitchy and you used to tell her that the youngest wear them right size shoes. Message the love Stitchy bring. When they begin the dance I'll rhythm. And the festival in the club me doing just a brand new thing. Select that the rhythm and give me the mic make me sing. Maybe give up the praise to the king for all of the giftings. Can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Nah, turn back. Them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Alright. Can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Stitchy nah turn back. Them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Watch this. I like a bit of people me know out there, and the one of them are weird for hear this. I mean, I forget them at all, come here, the remedy, me know the will of them need it. Enough of them are seek it, split them are smoke it. Enough of them are thinking, I challenge them are fine. Enough of them are stag on a rockle, find a buckle, and I hear them as words, and them say can't find it. Man and woman are search for the peace, I get intimate, none of them can't find it. Now that I find it, ready for share it to all who listen and ready to receive it. Wait a second, me I got too fast, slow down, are you ready for hear it? Yes. Okay. This is a gift from the boss, and I'm the king of the class. Sometimes the message of is spit out real fast. Just a moment there, there's some things you should hear. Christ will me up all over the mountain of spear. You don't need no account, you can get any amount. No regret, just ask and you shall get. Well, this I love every free, it every anybody. This I love you, I promote unity. Can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Nah, turn back, them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Okay, can't forget where me I come from. Straight ahead of me direction. Stitchy nah turn back. Them wish me turn back. Straight like a rusty function. Okay, guitar for them. Yes, players of instrument, are you ready? You know what tell them say? I'm gonna tell you what say. From the nicotine, weenie and a grow. Me say them a lick tambourine out the door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house a got sweet so. From the nicotine, weenie and a grow. Me say them a lick tambourine out the door. You could have bad like bull with two hands on your head. Could have light like feather, or you heavy like lead. Me no matter who you are, you could have get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. From a little teeny weeny and a grow. Me say them a lick tambourine out a door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. Hey, soldiers, police, you fi send them come. Gunman and thief, you fi send them come. No hide and seek, you fi send them come. Watch out, make me preach. When you rise up against the church, you a kick against the prick. Put a lock on your mouth and zip up your lip. Blind lead blind, fall down in a ditch. Before you dig your pit, me just want you hear this. Remember the church and the place for the sick, for the poor and needy, spiritual malnourished, for the cokehead, prostitute, lunatic. You will come in the time you want to pay us a visit. Come and get your healing from the Holy Spirit. I could have TB, VD, HIV, syphilis, and Christ will forgive you for the sins you commit. Come out of bondage, step out of Egypt. Who did I say? Some of us are hypocrite. And a lie, we know we have some crazy habit. That's why we go to Jesus, we get rid of it. We depart from the world, it too satanic. From a nicotine, weenie and a grow. Me say all the tambourine out a door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. From a nicotine, weenie and a grow. Me say them a the tambourine out a door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. What me say? Soldiers, police, you fi send them come. Gunman and thief, you fi send them come. No hide and seek, you fi send them come. Watch out, make me preach, you fi send them come. Soldiers, police, you fi send them come. Gunman and thief, you fi send them come. No hide and seek, you fi send them come.
It's 4 o'clock.
Watch out, make me sing. I found a new life. I found a new life. Yes, if anybody asks me, what is the matter with you, Papa Son? I will tell them that I am saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, water baptized, Christ on my mind. I found a new life. I see the end them now. What me say? Me tell them say, Sister Bird, shake your tambourine, shake it, shake it, shake your tambourine. Move your hand and clap your hand and move your hand and clap your hand and move your foot and dance for Jesus. Shake your head and move for Jesus. Rock your body and scale for Jesus. Rock for Jesus. Move. What me say? From a little teeny weeny and a grow. Me say all the tambourine out a door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. From a little teeny weeny and a grow. Me say them a the tambourine out a door. Them a sing, them a clap, get low. Me never know the house I got sweet so. What me say?
Now come on and give Jesus Christ the praise, cause he's worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, we call on his matchless name, for he's worthy to be praised. Lord of mercy. Yo, tell him so now. Everybody make us give him the praise and jump around and give him the praise and open your mouth and give him the praise and roll up your one and then you give him the praise and give him the praise. Come give him the praise and give him the praise. Come give him the praise and give him the praise and give him the praise and run around the church and give him the praise and give him the praise. Come give him the praise and give him my toda, give him my yada, get my telia, give him my shabakan, give him my barakan, and everybody come give him the praise, cause Jesus Christ is worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun until the going of the same, everybody come and make we call upon him name, call upon him name, show the falling rain, show every hurt and through every pain. Jesus Christ, we send nobody constrain, put down the grumbling, stop the complaining. Everybody make we give him the praise and jump around and give him the praise and run around the church and give him the praise and give him the praise. Come give him the praise and give him the praise and give him the praise. No matter where you got you, just give him the praise. When you're back against the wall, just give him the praise. And you don't know who we call, just give him the praise and everybody make we give him the praise and Jesus Christ won't give him the praise and early in the morning make we give him the praise in the noon of the day make we give him the praise and evening time make we give him the praise midnight hour make we give him the praise when we tell him give him the praise make we give him the praise. Jesus Christ is worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun until the going of the same. Yes, and everybody make we call upon his name. Call upon him name on the avenue, the lane. Call upon him name through the falling rain. And through the hurt and me say through the pain and no matter where you're gonna bother complain and lift up your one and then you give him the praise and in spite of you better call on his name and give him the praise, come give him the praise and well everybody make we give him the praise and jump around and then you give him the praise and give him the praise and I better give him the praise and chains that are broken, give him the praise and poverty is broken, give him the praise and prophecy are spoken, give him the praise, healing, deliverance, give him the praise and breakthroughs and give him the praise and count your blessings and give him the praise and everybody make we give him the praise cause it could have been the other way so give him the praise me no matter what them do I say now give him the praise and give him the praise make we give him the praise.
From them say Christian man can't party and through the spirit of Christ we have liberty. Monty G Yankee. Yeah. So me better than hey, who made me not keep what them say? We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Hey, 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 okay. Hey, who made me not keep what them say? We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Hey, hey, hey. If you is a Christian, me now want see your eye. Pull up on no hand from none on a backslide. When you be down Satan and take it up on a ride. Pray every day that Jehovah provides for. So now what one thing glide you see. Just the other day I man pray for some strength. So you know Satan try give paper treatment. And when Christ come, on and about a bit argument. Satan them get bent. Hey yo, hey you me, I not hear what I'm saying. We are Christian and we are pray every day. Hey you me, I not hear what I'm saying. We are Christian and we are pray every day. Hey yo, from them say Christian man can't part, and through the spirit of Christ we have liberty. Monty G. Come on, see we are Christian and think we can party. Have the spirit and we have not liberty to be chatty, let me have on car. Jesus Christ run through we all. So what? Scatter. Man them a ball. From the mirror say Jesus Christ name we recall. Hypocrite man them backbite and the track but Monty and Yankee naga stop. What that? Sing out a clash and down a fish fry. Certain man them ask you Christian man why. We tell them in the one this in the man them feel. I don't see the man them know it. The church time it's right.
Who me see that you want them say. We are Christian and we are pray every day. We don't hypocritical, we still a party. Hey, 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 okay, yo. Hey, who me see that you want them say. We are Christian and we are pray every day. We don't hypocritical, we still a party. Hey, hey,
pay out you are here what we say. Tell them say Christian we are party. When them pay out you are here what we say. Tell them Christian a party. When them pay out you are here what we say. Tell them say Christian we are party. When them pay out you are here what we say. Tell them Christian a party is what we say.
if you is a Christian, me now want see your eye.
Pull up on the one from one on a backslide.
It down Satan and take it up on a right.
Pray every day that Jehovah provide.
I know I was Monty Glide, yes.
Just the other day I man pray for some strength.
Cause you know Satan try give me bad treatment.
When Christ come, on and about the with argument.
Satan them get bent.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, who me not you what them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Hey,
okay.
Hey, who me not you what them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Hey, who me not you what them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party.
Okay.
Who me not you what them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party.
Who me not you want them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Okay, yo. Who me not you want them say. We are Christian and we pray every day. We know hypocritical, we still a party. Okay, yo.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live.
Yay! Hey! Yes, we're having a Christian party here in the studio of Radical Riddimz, SPRLIVE FM.
Yes, yes. And as promised, in our last segment, we were talking about Canadian Thanksgiving. That was my phone. Let me turn down the volume, turn down the volume, turn down the volume.
See, my birds are sleeping today.
Okay, so I'm kind of conflicted now. I'm looking at the history, and I feel that there's a difference. Okay, so you'll see where I'm conflicted. So traditionally, yes, Canadian Thanksgiving is a liturgical festival, and it's based from the European Harvest Festival, where, if you know, a lot of our Thanksgiving has to do with pumpkins and corn, and that cornucopias, that horn, they call the horn of plenty, and they normally have the horn. When you see decorations, they normally have that horn. It looks like a basket kind of, and they have all the vegetables and the crop hanging out of it. You know what thing I'm talking about?
No.
I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture, and you'll know as soon as I show it to you. That thing. See it? The horn.
Okay.
It has this right here. It's a basket. It looks like a horn, a big thing, and it normally has all the pumpkin and the corn and different crops hanging out of it. It looks like it's stuffed inside of it, and it's kind of spilling out. So that's what the cornucopias is. So that's where that came from. England, that idea, and they brought it over here when they came over here, the settlers. So this is where I get conflicted when I hear that word settlers and pilgrims and whatnot. We know those people as the people that came over here and started to bring slavery and genocide to the indigenous people of this continent. During our Thanksgiving, we do have the CFL, the Canadian football team. They do have their double headers of football games. Oktoberfest is normally on Thanksgiving. They hold a Thanksgiving parade. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year, of course, because of CFL. COVID-19. CFL hasn't started?
The commissioner shut down.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to CFL. Why didn't I pay attention?
Commissioner was the smartest man of all the sports.
Yeah, so there's no football either. Coincidentally, Canadian Thanksgiving is on the same day as Columbus Day in the States. And Columbus Day in the States has been controversy for the last, I think 2016, it's gained more controversy, and people have been against it and said we're not celebrating this. We condemn Columbus Day because of the genocide and the enslavement and the treatment of the indigenous people of this land that Columbus brought. The lies that were told about him discovering America and discovering the West Indies and all that. So on that same day is American Indigenous Peoples Day. That is on the same day. So that's what I know Americans wanted to do away with that. So where I'm conflicted specifically right now is that it is the settlers. The settlers are who, again, have caused the genocide, caused the enslavement, caused, all the violence, the bloodshed in North American history. They have caused that, and they brought their festivals over here and made it all pretty and nice. But yes, okay, it's a time of Thanksgiving. However, you know what I mean? It's kind of mixed in with how they came to bring it here. Wow. We can look at it as a time of Thanksgiving, but I think we would do ourselves a disservice if we didn't actually know the history. Because the history of Canadian Thanksgiving, it almost goes hand in hand with American Thanksgiving, the dates. Because they used to celebrate it in flip-flop between Thursday. It used to be a Thursday in November. Not necessarily that third Thursday, but a Thursday in November, flip-flop into October, and it would go back and forth. Sometimes, there was one time it was in April, back in 1872, I think it said. So it just seems like there's some some overlap there,
Okay.
you know, with American Thanksgiving, because they talk about some Americans who I guess they escaped from the States and came into Upper Canada, and before Canada was the whole Canada, you had the British side, and then you had the just Upper Canada, which is majority of Ontario. So they came up and they brought some of their traditions that they had in the Americas with Thanksgiving. So it's intertwined with some American Thanksgiving based off of the liturgical festival that was in Europe. But remember, if we're talking about British and European Harvest Festival, the white man in North America, that's where they're from. England, France. So they brought those traditions, whether it be Canada or America. That is where Thanksgiving came from, right? But it's what happened in Thanksgiving. It's what you know, did they share this? They make a reference to it says, years later, French settlers, having crossed the ocean and arrived in Canada with explorer Samuel de Champlain from 1604, also held feasts of thanks. They formed the Order of Good Cheer and held feasts with their First Nations neighbors, at which food was shared. Me no believe that. I don't believe that they actually shared food and whatnot and had a feast with First Nations people. If they did it, it was to sweeten them up so that they can take from them and learn certain things of the land from them and then trade it off for alcohol. And that's why you have the issue of alcoholism in the indigenous community today. So it's mixed. It's good to know the history of these holidays that we celebrate, why we celebrate, what is it about? Is it a pagan holiday? Because when we get into Christmas, I got a whole lot for you on that. But this is not a pagan holiday. This is a holiday, you know, it's of Thanksgiving. However, when we have it here, you know, we can't ignore whose land this is. You know, it's while we're celebrating Thanksgiving, what are the indigenous people doing? Are they celebrating Thanksgiving? You know, it's conflicted for me. You know, knowing this now that there is a little bit of an overlap. I've been conflicted where it came with American Thanksgiving, but now that I see that there's an overlap with Canadian Thanksgiving, yeah. It's a bit conflicting.
Your fun fact is coming into play, like last week we talked about.
What's my fun fact?
You love a history.
Yeah, I love history.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Let me see. On YouTube, Sister Faye is saying, yep, Horn of Plenty. We brought fruits, breads, cakes, and veggies to the church when I was a little girl. Yes. Yes. Growing up, we had that too. You know, this is a time of celebration, but I think growing up, you'd hear it's a time of Thanksgiving, but I think I just heard in pieces, because I pay attention to certain things, that it was a time of celebrating the crop that has come. You know, a lot of people just look at it as it's Thanksgiving. It's just a word, Thanksgiving, but they don't actually think it's a time of thanks and giving. You know, giving thanks. They just hear the word Thanksgiving like just any other word and don't actually look at its meaning. Yeah. So yes, that is the little history on Canadian Thanksgiving, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot more, because this only gives you a brief overview. There's a lot to it, different times that they had Thanksgiving, different wars that happen, and when you see these wars, at War of 1812, you know, the Lower and Upper Canada, the rebellion, all Canadian rebellion, you know, they use Thanksgiving to celebrate the end of the Lower Canada Rebellion. They use Thanksgiving for, you know, like, it's just, you just kind of like, okay. When you know the history of Canada and its slavery and when it was abolished, and knowing that these things were happening during slavery in Canada, and with the genocide that happened with the indigenous people, that they still don't acknowledge the way that they should. It's, yes, we can give thanks to God. We can give thanks to God.
That is the main idea right there.
We can give thanks to God, but guess what?
What?
We ought to give thanks every single day. So it's not just October 12th of this year or second Monday of October. Thanksgiving is every single day. We give thanks. Exactly. In all things, give thanks.
So if you have any social body beef in your fridge, give thanks.
So with these holidays, we in Canada, in the States, they celebrate it Thursday. Boom. Here in Canada, we're a bit flexible. Because it's on the Monday, it's like you could go on your friend's house on Friday, then go to your auntie's house on Saturday, then go to your mom's house on Monday, and then I have a friends and family Thanksgiving dinner on the Monday. Did I say Monday already? On the Sunday, you go to your parents' house. But every day it's Thanksgiving weekend, and we just pick a day and we're like, okay, I'm having Thanksgiving dinner on so and so day. Okay, I'm having Thanksgiving dinner on so and so day. So you could be eating all weekend.
But right now things are on pause. Are you gonna do that?
Not really. No, you're allowed to have 10 people in your house. It's not on pause. Right. Yeah, right now
so you're doing
we're still in a COVID. They regressed in the city of in the province of Ontario, which includes Toronto and Ottawa, Windsor, all those, where we can, in private establishments, you can only have 25 people inside and 25 people outdoor. So with this weekend, it's only 10 people because it's kind of cold outside. So only be 10 people inside that you can have over. So it's going to be a smaller festive weekend, but it is what it is. We do what we can. And as I said, anybody listening, as I usually say this for the big weekends, and that's normally Thanksgiving and Christmas. If you are alone, you live alone, and it's just a day. It's just a Monday. It's just a Thursday. It's just a Christmas day. It's just another day. Don't watch no face. Don't watch the people gathering, and most of those people that are gathering, they don't like each other. They're sitting down to eat. They don't even like each other. Okay? So consider yourself
you're blessed
that you can sit down with your own self in your own place, watch your Netflix, and just chill out.
You have 3 people in your house. Me, myself, and I.
Yes. Trust me. I know there are people out there that kind of get depressed at this time of year, but I speak blessing over you and pray that that spirit of darkness, that spirit of heaviness, that weight, that loneliness spirit that tries to hover over you and cause depression, it's just moved out of the way in Jesus' name. It won't overcome you. It won't overshadow you. God will speak to you things, speak life into your spirit, and strengthen you through the word, and strengthen you through any YouTube video that you may watch, and encourage yourself with, and you just be empowered and use the time wisely, and just give God thanks as we normally should do, right?
Let the church say,
amen, 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 amen.
I'm not adding nothing to it. I'm not taking away nothing.
All right.
Say amen.
So let's go. Rising, I see you.
Reason, we are going to play some sanctified soca.
Yes, man. Act like you know.
Why you there in the back, over there in the corner, wondering about what them people say? Don't you know who you are? You're the son of the daughter of the Most High God, the King of Kings. Come out to the dark, step into the light, move to the front, where you belong. Come out to the dark, step into the light, move to the front, where you belong. Tell me what is your faith? 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 Who do we serve? Jesus. Lion or Judah. Alpha and Omega. If God before me, who can be against? You know. who you are and act like you know. Yeah. And all it takes is a little faith. Yo.
The things you do, Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, you give me purpose and you made me new. Where I am because of you, Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, give me everything good from above. But most of all, oh Lord, you gave me love. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, oh, so amazing. Yeah. Oh, so amazing. Faithless, you're so amazing, amazing. In the middle of my mess, you're so amazing, amazing. Cleanse me and erase my past. Now I am free at last. That's why I can't help but say, even when I'm faithless, you're so amazing, amazing. In the middle of my mess, you're so amazing, amazing. Cleanse me and erase my past. Now I am free at last. That's why I can't help but say, Jesus. Understand, oh God, the things you do. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, you give me purpose and you made me new. Where I am because of you. Jesus, your love's amazing. Oh yes, let me hear you say, oh,
430.
No matter what's going on, yeah. And no matter what you tell me, and no matter how you watch me, and I might look funny, but I giving God glory. So give me some room, give me some space, and don't tell me to behave. When I give it God my praise, and it's a top for my behavior. Watch me like a stranger, put your opinion on a paper, and give it to me later. And right now, total praise for my Savior. I lift up my hands and praise away, I shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, just praise away. I lift up my hands and praise away, I shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, praise away. Give me some room and give me some space, and don't tell me to behave. And I give it God the praise, and it's a jump for my behavior. Watch me like a stranger, put your opinion on a paper, and give it to me later. And right now, total praise for my Savior. I say my team done ready, and my crew done ready. Everybody ready like Freddy. Ready, set, go. I bring from over there, and we go take from over there. I have a praise party over here, yes over here. Give me some room, give me some space. Don't tell me to behave, then I give it God my praise, and if it's up for my behavior, watch me like a stranger, put your opinion on a paper, and give it to me later. Right now, total praise for my Savior. I lift up my hands and praise away, I shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, just praise away. I lift up my hands and praise away, give shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, praise away. Give me some room and give me some space, and don't tell me to behave. And I give it God the praise, and it's a jump for my behavior. Watch me like a stranger, put your opinion on a paper, and give it to me later. And right now, total praise for my Savior. Totally, Lord, take all of me. Totally, Lord, take all of me. If you wanna be who you wanna be, if you wanna be, Lord, take over me. Take my heart, take my soul, take my mind, and make me whole. Take my heart, take my mind, take my soul, and make me whole. Take my heart, take my mind, take my soul, and make me whole. Take my heart, take my mind, I cannot live without you. I lift up my hands and praise away, I shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, just praise away. I lift up my hands and praise away, I shout hallelujah and praise away, I jump all around and praise away, praise away. Give me some room and give me some space, and don't tell me to behave. And I give it God the praise, and it's a jump for my behavior. Watch me like a stranger, put your opinion on a paper, and give it to me later. And right now, total praise for my Savior. 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 Am I?
All right, get out of my way, get out of my space, because I want to praise away. Praise
Get out
away.
of my way, get out of my space. Is that what he said?
That's what he said. Get out of my way, get out of my space. I want to praise away.
I wasn't even paying attention.
So that means when you see people praising God in church, leave them alone.
Alone.
Because you don't know what God has brought them through and what God has done for them. Leave them alone.
Amen.
All right. You know what? Don't spectate, participate. How about that?
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So we had History 101 about the Canadian.
Yeah, so
Thanksgiving.
on YouTube, YouTube conversation here has been interesting. Brother Aubrey had said crop over is another Thanksgiving feast. Crop over is in Barbados. It's a harvest of crop. It's a Thanksgiving, a harvest of the crop. Same concept. The thing is with festivals in the West Indies, what I find is many of them start off from in slavery. Usually has to do with something good, but now it's come into a big kind of carnival of things. Crop over is now a big carnival. I think the understanding of what it's all about is lost. Even Caravana here in Toronto, the understanding.
Go back to Wikipedia. I think I know why they do the jump up at Barbados. Go back to your.
I know why they do it. I'm not talking about the jump up itself, the celebration. I'm talking about the lewdness of what is.
Okay. Yes.
The singing and the singing and all that stuff is fine, but now what it is today is completely different. But I'm talking about the base, the foundation of it. That's what I'm referring to.
Yes.
The foundation of it, the understanding of it. People don't know the foundation that it is about. It is about crops.
Yes.
That's why it's called crop over.
Right.
You know, that is why it's called crop over. Caravana is because of the celebration of the emancipation, but people just look at it as just a time of dancing, a time of putting on costume, a time of, you know, getting your costumes in order and parading on the street and, you know, all that stuff and having the best, you know, song and all that stuff. So many of these things, you know, we look at it as crop over is a big thing. It's like Carnival in Trinidad. It's a big thing in Barbados. And it did start as Brother Aubrey is schooling everybody in YouTube.
Professor Aubrey.
Yes. Yes, it started from celebrating the crop of sugarcane crop. So quickly, sports, and I want to touch on something else that I definitely am going to talk about again next week. Sports. So as quickly as the Blue Jays made it into playoffs is as quickly as they were done.
They meet up on the old men called Tampa Bay Rays and beat the Young Bucks.
2 games later, boom, it's done. So Blue Jays are finished for the rest of the season. Oh well, COVID championship, here we come. NBA COVID championship, here we come. It looks like Lakers are going to take it because right now the series is 2-0 for Lakers.
LeBron has another ring, y'all.
Yeah, COVID championship. 10th visit to the finals and his 4th ring. Whatever. So you know how I feel about
Okay, let me pause it there for a second. Can you give the man at least props for
Guy, don't ask me that. Don't ask me that because you know you're not gonna get that. If you know me, you're not gonna get. Don't bother ask me that.
Wow.
So LeBron James looks like he's gonna get another championship, COVID championship.
We talk off here, though.
The way I see it, this, and I'll just say this one thing: if it was any other team other than the Lakers, they would have said, "Oh well, you know, it's coronavirus, the championship in the bubble." They wouldn't really take it as anything because it's LeBron James. It's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a big deal.
Should it be a big deal?
It should be a big deal either way, or not. So be consistent.
If Kyle Lowry is in the NBA finals right now, you think they would get more props?
You answer that question, my friend. Did the Raptors get props last year?
Yeah, but that was last year.
No, they did not. No, they did not get the respect that they deserve as NBA championships, as NBA champions. They did not get the props they deserve. Nope. As defending champions, they did not get the respect they deserved in this season from last year.
They didn't play like NBA champions this year.
No, yes, they did in the beginning. I'm talking period when they won. And they're defending champions. They didn't respect them. They didn't respect them, period. So even if they won, they would just say, oh, it's a COVID championship, blah, 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 whatever. Anyways, because this is LeBron, he's going to get halo. Oh, he won another championship, blah, blah, blah. Because it's LeBron. We all know this. Whatever. Anyways, quickly, Doc Rivers was fired from the Clippers. LA Clippers was fired. He was fired.
After 7 years. After 7 years.
However, my second favorite basketball team in the NBA, the Sixers, picked up Doc Rivers as head coach.
Why Sixers are your second team?
Because of Allen Iverson. Everybody already knows that.
I know it, but I just want to share something.
Everybody already knows that.
Uncle Aubrey doesn't know that.
If he's listened, he does. See? He does. He knows I don't like LeBron. See?
You guys are so
Sixers. I love Sixers. So and I don't care. It's with a capital H, my friend. So Allen Iverson, that's why I love the Sixers. Doc Rivers is now the head coach. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, what his ideas are. Now, on to big things that I'm definitely going to talk about next week as well. There is, I'm going to say one title, One Planet, One Child. I don't know if any of you know about this campaign that is has brought its way into Canada, in Vancouver. One Planet, One Child. This organization is based off the World Population Balance. And you can go to oneplanetonechild.org. You can also go to worldpopulationbalance.org, and you will see that their focus is to depopulate the world. Like, I'm not even putting that into words. They're saying the world is overpopulated, and they are promoting people only have one child. So their billboards, I'm going to read what their billboard, there's a billboard in Vancouver that has a black baby on it, and it says One Planet, One Child, and it has some other slogan, I forget, and it's on bus shelters. They came to Vancouver to do this. They were already in Denver, and I think the other place is Minneapolis or Milwaukee. It said, I don't want to lose this page, but no, Denver and Colorado Springs. And no, yeah, Minneapolis, and another between Denver and Colorado Springs. So between a city between Denver and Colorado Springs. But they have 2 billboards in Minneapolis, and they make their campaign billboard in Vancouver. Now, these billboards, this is their way of putting it out there. So they don't have people going around. They use the billboards to promote this thing. So the billboards reads as such: what's growth doing for you? Thank you for shrinking your carbon footprint. Love the planet, one planet, one child. Overpopulation, we're all solving it. One planet, one child. Congestion begins at conception. Climate crisis, think small, one planet, one child. And they have pictures of traffic. They have pictures of fire, like the forest fires. They have pictures of, the planet itself, and making it seem like the more people in the planet, the more the forestry industry is going to be affected. Wow. It's really something. And I'm just want to put that in your ear, because next week throughout this week, I'm going to pick at certain things, because I really want to expose what they're trying to do, because I really believe that this is a white man thing. This is a white man thing. I'm going to call it what it is. I will tell you this, and we're going to done with it. The population of the world is 7.8 billion. Okay? 7.8 billion people. The population of Asia is 4.5 billion. The population of Africa is 1.8 billion. Okay? Together, they make 75% of the world's population. Okay? These are nations, Asia and Africa are nations that are predominantly colored people. The majority of the planet is colored. That's why I say this agenda is a white man's agenda. This is a white man's thing. And I'm done with that. I'm going to continue it next week. I'm not mincing no words. I'm telling it like it is, because that is what it is. Brother Benji. Yeah.
Somebody got a fan. It get hot up in here. All right, let's go back to some more music.
I know it's heavy. It's heavy stuff. It's heavy stuff that we as children of God, we need to know what's going on. We were called to have dominion, replenish the earth. We were called to what did God tell Adam? Be fruitful and multiply. And these people are coming to try and control the world's population. Don't get me started on this. Don't get me started on this. This is
let's go to the
this
music.
Is blatant.
Let's go to the music. We're going to give you one of our own, or this section is a portion of our own we have here in Toronto, Canada. We're going to give you Toronto Mass Choir from their album Going Home. Here is the ska melody, Excellent.
Yes.
another thing,
I'll still be faithful.
Yeah. Woke up this morning, gave me a song to sing. New mercy bestowed upon me. And Lord, I just wanna bless your name. So many times I walked away, but your love still remains, yeah. Holding me, keeping me, and protecting me. Oh, and I just wanna say,
You never do another thing.
you never do another thing.
I'll still be grateful. If you never do another thing,
If you never do another thing,
I'll still be faithful.
faithful, yeah. Never had to question how my bills were paid, what I'm gonna eat, and where to lay my head. Because Lord, your hands have provided for me all I've ever needed. So with my hands upraised, I proclaim that you are
Faithful.
faithful and true, perfect in all your ways.
We honor
Honor you, Lord,
and we give you
Yahweh
faithful.
is the most high God.
Perfect in all your ways. We honor
And we give you praise.
and we give you
Jehovah
faithful.
has provided for me.
All your ways.
He's protected me from the powers that be. Jesus, we love you, Lord.
Perfect in all your ways.
No one above you, God. Oh, yeah.
If you never do another thing,
If you never do another thing,
I'll still be grateful.
yes, I'll be grateful.
Another thing,
Oh, yeah.
I'll still be faithful.
Faithful, yeah.
Faithful.
Faithful and true.
Perfect in all your ways. We honor
Just lift your hands and give him praise.
perfect in all your ways. We honor
Yeah.
and we give you
Lord, we love you. No one above you. Yeah.
Attitude of Gratitude. Grateful. Cheryl James and Val from their album Conquerors.
Yes.
And we gave you UMC, Youth Outreach Mass Choir.
Take the time to pray.
And we gave you
That was a blessing to a friend of mine who felt that she went back in time.
There you go. That's how I do it, you know. We bring it back. We're going way back. So tune in tonight, 7 to 9. Hands clapping, foot stomping, sopranos, altos, tenors. And guess what? Last week was bring your shout, bring your tambourine tonight.
Yes.
So for all you choir people out there, bring your tambourine.
Yes. It's Brother Benji's show tonight. Hands clapping, foot stomping, choir music. Get involved. Yes. And so next week, that's the end of our show. It's almost 5 o'clock. Next week, I definitely will talk more about this One Planet, One Child and discuss more about this thing and why I feel it's a white man thing. Yes, there's a lot of things in this world that we're not understanding, and that if we don't speak truth to it and expose it, we will not even know who the real we know who the real enemy is, or who our opposition is on this earth. So with that being said, another Radical Riddimz next week. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. SPRLIVE FM listeners, be blessed, be safe, and be vigilant, and be thankful. Be thankful.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yes, it is. Let's hear from Joanna. Amazing God. I know it's 5 already, Sister Faye. Yes, it is. Be blessed, y'all.
Jesus, you are an amazing God. Yeah. I am walking in His favor. I'm surrounded by His grace. Weapons could never prosper. Papa got done with my case. Lord, you picked me up when I was down and gave my life to me. I have perfect peace in every storm. Your grace is what I'm living. I sing, you're amazing, Jesus. I love the way you love me, Daddy. Oh, you're amazing, Jesus. I love the way you hold me, Daddy. Never let me go. I am standing in protection. I've got gifts I don't deserve. Gave my heart a new direction. By your blood, my soul will boast. Lord, you picked me up when I was down and gave my life to me. I've got perfect peace in every storm. Your grace is what I'm living. You're amazing, Jesus. Man, I
It's 5 o'clock.
love the way you love me, Daddy.
All right, spiritual nourishment listeners. On Monday, September 28th, we're going to test our phone lines live. That's right, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific. You can call 1-855-SHARE-1. That's 1-855-743-7955.